we were driving down the road, and I saw the sign that says free chickens and ducks at this hardware store. And I'm like, oh, my God, it's like Easter. I go in the hardware store, and I end up buying 2 ducks and 2 chickens. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, look, we can have these. And we live in Portland, so you really can't have livestock in Portland, especially on Auburn Street. It's like one of the busiest streets in Portland. Like, of course, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking, oh, my God, they're so cute. So I bring them home, and I just let them run around the living room, running back and forth, and everything. Well, my husband was working third shift at the time, and he comes downstairs, and, like he comes down, and he's looking, and he sees chickens and ducks running across the doorway, and he's like rubbing his eyes because it's like, is this not for real? And so I'm like, look, we got these. He's like, why do you have ducks and chickens? I'm like, oh, my God, they make such cute pets. He's like, well, what are you going to do with them? I'm like, I'm going to have you build a thing outside. He's like, what? Well, yeah, you could build like a house for them and fence it in. And we could have a pool out there, and the kids can play with them. He's like, why? I'm like, God, it's something fun. It'll be like exciting. So the next thing I know, I talk him into building a house and all this stuff. When my neighbor comes over, he's like, why do you have ducks and chickens? I go, I think he's like wicked cool, but kids love him. He goes, so you're not supposed to have this in Portland. I'm like, yeah. Well, it's not like anybody's going to tell on him. Oh, right? I mean, well, I moved here in Portland, so I don't want to be next to them. I'm like, oh, look how cute they are. Well, next thing I know, he ended up, being okay with them, but the chickens ended up, we gave them away because my husband's like, they smell so bad, they got big, and, we're in Portland, and the neighbors complaining about the odor, blah, blah, blah. Well, one day we went outside, and Minnie was gone, our duck, Minnie. And so, my daughter's like, Minnie. So I have pictures of Minnie. So we made a reward for Minnie, and we put the posters out. And and Mickey, he was there, but, he was just quacking. He missed Minnie so bad, you know what I mean? And actually, it wasn't Mickey. I don't know why I said that, but it was Sally. Sally was gone, and Mickey was there. There was no Minnie, but she was Minnie anyway. She was kind of a smaller duck. But Sally got loose, and we didn't know where she was. So I was lucky enough to have taken tons of pictures of Sally. So we print them out on paper, and we put a reward out, and we started stapling them around the neighborhood. Well, at the time, like I said, this is Portland. We're not supposed to let anybody know that. But at the time, we got to find this duck. You know what I mean? So we're like posting, rewards from Sally, and so like people coming up to us while we're stapling on the telephone poles, and they said, "You're looking for a duck?" And I go, "Yes, we have a pet duck. We live down the street." And they're like, "You're not supposed to have ducks in the neighborhood." I'm like, "Yeah, that means if you find one, then it's ours." Who else is going to have any? Nobody has one but us. So we're stapling it all over the neighborhood, and and we got the reward on there and everything. But Minnie didn't come back, but our dog the following year did bring Minnie back flat as a pancake to our door. We found her. Yeah, but we had a lot of people as we're stapling it up going, "I got a duck for you. Look up in the sky right now." Is that it? Give us a reward.